remember 2022, they closed the mountain that I was going because someone's life was taken, and they were like, we don't want spiritual people here anymore. We don't care who's good, who's not. And when it comes to that mountain, so I stopped going. I looked for a new mountain. January 2023, I remember walking around not even knowing, but I was not satisfied with the river. It was very dirty. People kept on asking because I have people in the book. The list is just keeping on growing and growing. I kept on telling them, I'm not satisfied with this water. I don't think I can cleanse you in this water and feel that I cleansed you. And my brother, my aunt's son, kept on showing me different pools in the woman mountain, because when it comes to mountain, there's a male and female. There's lots of pools where I cleansed people. But immediately when I get a place, it's like it's new. I come 2-3 times there, it's dirty. I move. I can associate myself with dirty places. So I keep moving until I found this dam that I've been using now for more than a year. Even though I hear stories, people were floating not long ago here, but I'm always welcome in that dam. I feel so free. I connect with my ancestors. Immediately when I enter water, my ancestors, they take over. Whatever ghost that the person have, or whatever technology or problems they have, my ancestors take over. By just prayer, I find myself switching languages and speaking another language that people don't really understand, but those are my water people. So yeah.
Kunani lapha emanzini?
You can't really see anything by a physical eye, but with the spiritual eye, you can literally see. I take pictures and I find people noticing that there is your granny, there is your mkulu in the water. I'm like, wow, the normal camera can be able to take it close inside the water. I'm like, wow, I get shocked all the time when people are able to draw, look at his mouth, look at where his head is. I'm like, wow. There are ancestors, there are owners. Every water, every dam, every mountain have an owner, but we do ask when we enter so that the owner can shift for us. So I get very surprised when people are taken by that dam, because Mina, it always welcome me, and I've healed lots of people there, and I've healed myself too, and I feel so much peace when I go there. You can feel who you are in someone's house. It's very scary. You can feel the energy around, but I become so comfortable that I feel like it's my second home. I've been told that water will take me, but that has never stopped me from going to the waters and doing my job, because as much as I do go heal people, I heal myself there too. I get refreshed there too by water. And for me, myself, to open my things again, and for all these witches that are busy after me, for them to not get through to me, the water is fighting for me. Their helps are not working.
Because I was asking someone, one of the guests the other day, have you ever seen a mermaid inside the water? And he said, no, azankai bona. But we keep hearing stories that mermaid in these dams and rivers.
I've never really seen a mermaid. I remember I had a vision where there was like 2 white women, and they were mermaid, and they were jumping up and clapping hands, and they kept calling me. I was with this other gogo. We kept running. For me, when I explain the dream, they want me to know more about what's going on underneath the water, but I don't want to. I want to be in this earth. As much as I've gotten lots of professors, but I don't want to hear such stories and entertain them, because I don't want to be underneath there. I have a lot of work outside here, and they know it very well. I'm at risk for them to take me to go disappear for a year or more. I have a lot in this earth that I have to do. I have a lot of people that I need to help. So I avoid when they show me. I do have dreams where they try to show me, look at inside the water in the dreams, and then I am able to switch myself off and not see whatever they're showing me in the water. I'm good going in and out.
Yeah.
You buy to show you buy even the water spirits. So we enter there by asking through water, by using coins when we get into the water. So
you just mentioned that when you dream, you have visions, or there is something underneath of water. What is that?
There's another world under the water. It's very dry underneath the water. There's another world. When they take you, you will go and sit there. As much as the water will be involved in your life there, I don't know much about that, but hey, narja like soil that is very wet, but there is an underworld underwater. It's another world, because when someone go to us under the water, you hear stories that someone just swimmed in there and they disappeared, but they come out alive. Water didn't choke them, they don't know how to swim. So yeah, there is mermaids, but I can't lie and say I've ever seen a mermaid, but you will see different signs around the waters that the owner is around here. And as much as you hear people being taken by the waters.
Azanke wa senza anything gore kare gona le anaconda mo.
Not really.
No,
I've heard a lady saying, Gogo, did you feel there was a snake all over around me? I'm like, yo, now how I came here to clean. And it was in a very small pool at that time. I think it was all in a mind, really. They don't scare me. Now they know if they show me scary things, I will never come back. So normally it's fish that are just passing on your legs. That's it, scratching your legs. But other than that, it's not even a painful feeling. Other than that, I've never seen very scary things, because they know I will never go back. I do have an ancestor that comes through, a very huge snake to fill up the room. But she come once in a while. She know I'm very scared. Yeah, it's a green snake. And she fill up the whole room. It will be just sitting in the room, and I will be not scared. The way I'm so scared of snakes, I will be just sitting there, and it's in the room. It's filling up the room. And she know I'm very scared of snakes. So ke mokgekolo bolo re ne ke re ke sepela wa grass profit ba ro ska tsamaya sa ya metsing mokgekolo o dumedisa buku kwa ha ba ka metsing buku kwa ba kitima ka ntwe ngwe kholo gudu ka metsing spirit sa bona. So yeah, I've heard those things when she come through to my dreams, and then I was able to connect to her. Oh ne ba bolela ka ntwe, so ke sa bola are o ska ba le batho ba o kwatisang wena ka re mokekolo o hey o tla kama motho ka metsi. I'm like, wow, what kind of prophecy is this? It makes my brain, how can she be that dangerous? Because she's a prayerful person. So you end up hearing people saying, "Ay, but no, they are not witches. It's just that when you mess with them, you find what you want." Because but don't mess with her. Yes, she's not a witch, but bad things are going to follow you. Of course, you're messing with the wrong person. Not that they're doing witchcraft, but you will just get the results.
When you cleanse people there, do you use animals, or there are certain things that you use, candles, whatever?
I give it a portfolio. You will not find me killing like a chicken, a goat. I find people like that who say, you know what, I can't help you because I can ngana latela budi le nna ke jiwe ka yona nuka e we wena o jiwe ka baka la gore badimbaka. They are not for that. We have different ancestors, so when I go there, I don't use any animals when I cleanse my people. So we don't use any blood or kill any animal. Those who need, or they were told they need to kill a certain chicken or goat, I tell them to try their near healers. Yeah.
Or you refer them.
I don't even refer them because people have been scammed to a point where they end up resenting me. So I don't refer anyone to anyone anymore. I just tell them to go and look for someone because I don't want them coming back to me and say that person scammed me. My heart will not be in a good place.
So Maya Navane, when you cleanse them, and we believe that you go into the water, you keep it body and whatnot. Can't the body stay there for too long? And then when I go there, Mina, I collect the bud and take the bud back home.
No, when we go to the waters, we manifest. Before you even enter the waters, because people even twala there at the waters, oceans, dams. So you must specify what kind of spirits are you calling. Same with Mpepo. When you ban Mpepo, you need to specify, because all the witches, all the ancestors are going to wake up. And they're going to listen to whatever you're saying. So you need to summon a certain ancestor, a certain koko that you want when you ban that Mpepo. So it's very dangerous to also people who are using Mpepo, just using it everywhere and not calling certain. So when we come to the waters, we call certain spirits. you do give the coins to certain spirits and the owners. You don't just throw coins, because you will even give those which ancestors, they go and give their kids to go and buy their cars, your blessings of cars and everything, and you end up not buying those things they gave their kids, your blessings. So we call certain spirits when we go to the water. Re a bolela hore bo lena badimba lesedi ba kganya ba mme ba pape, wena monyo metsi a shitšhelete re ya reka na re tlile o hlapa ra tla ka ntwa no tswana le di caving re tsana caving ra gopela gore the next thing a huge snake can come out or whatever that stay in there. It's very dark. It can come out. So we do ask before we enter the places because they have owners we respect. O ka tsena ka ntlong ya motho fela wana thomo fra ya mai. You don't do that to just open a house that you don't know. Or even if you know it, you pass it every day, it's your neighbor, you can't just go in there and start cooking their things. You ask, and then they give you permission. So people must learn also to know when to enter waters. I find people saying, oh, when it's raining, the water will take you. I go to the waters. It was raining heavy yesterday. As you can see, I'm very short, so I don't go deep in the water, but I go in and out because nabadimbaka kiba metsi kiba dimba bolo gore heba nchia ke tsona jojo he motho ile o thwasane ba tsebe gore I'm not supposed to do that because I have a lot of work outside with that. As much as I can hear lots of prophets telling me that, but now I know gore my ancestors will not do that. So
does your ancestors allow you to use moti?
I find people like in Cape Town and they be like, Gogo, I need a certain herb. I go and buy for them and send it to them, but even if someone is using it against me, it does not work. They can go to one healer to another. As much as linna ngaskono siberekisa motho mongwe. So badimbaga bahona badimba ditlhare ba bolo gore ke tsamaya le bona, but they are overpowered by the water. People, they end up joining and working together le baba di and to mostly they protect me amakhetla bo bolore ke bona ba di justice tse di khwibudi ke makhetla di ntwa ke ba gala ba di ntwa bo bolore ke mabotho bona ba phela ba le ntweng le rumo e tla mo ba ntšha la bona le rumo ba tlhaba le bona ke ba gala bo bolore ba nya go nyajiwa.
Yes.
They go from one healer to another. They've went to the most highest famous sangomas in South Africa. Now they're jumping borders to Zimbabwe. Yeah, they're jumping borders to Zimbabwe. They've been sending accident. They've been sending sorts of tokoloshis, but
very protected.
My ancestors, they fight like no one's business. As much as I believe rone limveli ngange na re meja ngwadi ka sevenda wa re shireleja re le mangelo e bolo rebele wa le mangelo ya maijeng beside amatlozi and our foreign spirit. Badimba medzing, they're very powerful. I can't say they are most powerful than the herbs, but what I can say is that my ancestors and my water people are very powerful. They fight tooth and nail. You will not touch me. You have to go and touch them first. I don't think anyone can kill me with a gun or anything. They need to go and kill my ancestors first because I've had lots of people witching me, trying to send their things. It goes back to them.
All right, Kinya ka re bolela ka di spirits inside water, no? You spoke about spirit so what other spirits are there in most cases that you can find?
Oh, you did ask, and I didn't answer that. My mind becomes blank sometimes. You were asking gore motho wa tlhapa kwa le aba sa boya le madimoni o reng.
Yes, thank you.
Motho kono thapa kwa asa boya le motho se tutseno ke mafufunyano thomo gafa and batho ba re hai ke ba dimba tsuhile ka nti motho o rwele mafufunyana. So hele fitla metseng hape ke sa bo seletsa gore batho ba bitsa mimoya ye itjeng. So e no fitla fela wa no tsentsha motho sa tsebe silo ka metsi. Ona le batho ba ba kono profita, but they can't do the work. Ba kono profita fela mara ba kono dira solution. So ba hapeleja dira solution ke motho bolo re bona senyama wa hapeleja wa tsamaisa wo tlhapisa le fitla kwa le hatsebe le re a direng wa tsena fela wa tlhapisha. The next thing o rwalela memoye mebi bolo re batho ba ilatlhile di dokolo se ba di lahlang ka mola di buya le wena byanong. So it happens that someone can go and cleanse, and when they come back with whatever that people have thrown away there. Di dokolo se di thwalo tsa bona dilo mangmang a boya setse a tlhakana tlhogo. So hence I say people must normalize to specify gore ba bitsa medimo e mefeng.
Let's talk about those spirits in at the beach, you know. And like, can you take someone o mo tlhapisa go beach?
I did go to Durban recently, and when you get there are people who twala there. To my surprise, when we were coming from, is it Shaka Marine, where we see fishes and everything, it's like some activities, we saw a white chicken. My aunt was like, we saw people holding this chicken. So it means it's the same people. It was feeling so cold, and I even thought it's been thrown by an ocean. My aunt was like, no, we saw someone holding a white chicken. It was shaking, feeling so much cold, that chicken. So there are people who are given certain dialogue, which I believe sometimes it's wrong, but I can't judge. I'm not God. For someone to just go and leave the chicken there, because some of them, they kill them, but someone just left the chicken right there. So it's very scary for someone to just leave a chicken very near the ocean. I was surprised. What's going on with this chicken? Are you a witch yourself, you chicken? What's going on? And no, it was left by someone that was told, maybe by their healer or in their dreams, to go and leave the white chicken there. I don't know what is the purpose of that, but when you get there, you find lots of spirits. You must summon good spirits, because you don't even know what that person feed the chicken for, or maybe they removed whatever they removed or bathed and feed the chicken to go there. For someone to pick it up or to throw it in the ocean, when it dies there, the spirits are living in there. I just recently saw another Mkulu saying the waters are very dirty, because someone who is a witch, go and enter there immediately.
No, so kumhlanga there is no such a thing. Kumhlanga is clean. You won't see a lot of people.
A lot of people. So whenever,
even the soil, it's very nice. It's very pure.
So there are places where batho ba ralokela go teng, ya tshwana le mawatle, matamu, ba shia dilo. I heard another guy, I didn't understand. Are hey makula ba shia di twalo tsa bona kwa le ba shia di bija tsa bona. I was like shocked. I'm like, yo, you hear things every day, hey. You hear new things every day, because we learn every day. Even though I didn't want to tap into it, I was like, wow. He's like, yo, I'm scared to go there. Can I just bath with water at home? Because wow, you know, tell why, because di pleke tse ba di chilafatsa. So there are lots of bad spirits in the waters, as much as metsi a titatswa wona. Le tamole ke le tsamayang le very soon o ka se utlwe smell o tshwana le di pleke tse bolo di tletse di storage di noka tse di tletseng mo gauteng ka moka tse bolo di yang come on. What the bona gore yes, you are performing spiritual things, but physically you can smell gore no, this is not a right place to perform spiritual things, to clean someone. So there are lots of spirits in the waters, and le tamole ke le berekisang ke believe gore le titatswa, because as much as people can dirty it, you arrive there, it's clean the next day.
Yes, I just wanted to ask, Uti, is it safe for me to go to the beach and swim there? Because beach, everyone goes there, and at the same time, you know, other people, they are throwing their stuff, like you just mentioned now about the chicken.
You can go, but I will advise you, my two advice, to make a small anyana prayer that cover me. It's either your guides or your God, your mvelinga ngongwadi, or kam kole michango honor ki modimo a bopileng le fase lena. Le rapele thapelo nyane nyane re nka ruga ntshireleja me moeleng mo eska nka parela ka re le ka no tsamaya le setse le utlo le tlhotsa byanong can't you really something else, or you get home you can't breathe anymore, can't you took something from there.
Because we always have that notion, or if you go to the beach you're gonna keep a party and you're going to come pure and clean and all of that.
A smaller prayer would help, because people throw lots of crazy things in there.
What about swimming pool then?
The swimming pool?
Yeah, a swimming pool can do the same work with the rivers.
Not really. O ka se parolele munda o ka mara di swimming pool, really. You can't do spiritual. Metsi o nyaka metsi a go ntle kwale. Go dinageng kwale. In the nature.
The moving water.
Yes. Okay. No, the dam does not move.
Oh, the dam doesn't
the water must be out there in the bushes.
Yeah.
Connect spirit. That's why they're able to get lots of spirits connecting with them. Because that's why you will hear birds singing. They will come through different signs. And you hear someone saying, there's a bird that knock on my window every day. And when we go there to the bushes, you find that birds are moving around to show you that we are around. Someone will see a snake. I remember cleansing this other gogo. She said she dreamt a cloth of a snake, and she didn't see it very well, the color. I'm like, you need to part about it today. And when she left the water, I don't understand because I didn't half ulorile lesela leo a fetsa mo a tsamaya mola re fitla mo sporong o bona knock which is something I've never seen when I started, since I've started going there. So it means it's one of her ancestors showing themselves, for we are here, you have done a good work, your cleansing went well. And when she got home, she started dreaming of the cloth that she was not seeing very well. She was able to see the colors and went and bought the cloth.
If it was me, or there's someone who's witching me. I mean, snake, we always thinking, or there's a witch in between.
No, the ancestors use different symbols. Even when in your dreams, when you dream of snakes, there are snakes that are enemies, and there are snakes that are ancestors. It depends what was happening in the dream. That's why now I prefer a voice note. As most of my work is online, I prefer a voice note explaining dreams, so that I can get to all the corners of the dream, so that I can know, was this an enemy or was it ancestors? Because water spirits, which are mndau, most of the time symbolize themselves through a snake. But nakarba jibor ke achaba, but ona tisa ngwana munyane ka raloka le yana mobila ke bona ba tsebore ke can take its water spirits visited me.
So on your services, you do services like cleansing people and whatnot. People that you've helped, and you be like, wow, I never thought that I can be. This gift is so big. What are those things?
I've cleansed someone who was struggling. She said spiritually she was being abused by ghosts. She was like someone who had a spiritual husband who is a ghost at night. Her relationships don't last. And I remember it was June, 4 year tapama. June is very cold, and I cleansed her because and when I cleansed her the same night, it came through. It used different faces. A spiritual partner used different faces. It came as an ex-husband. Even a marriage ended because of this demon. I always call it as a demon. I always say people who give bana baba tuluje baseleka. They don't have hearts. To the spiritual partners. And when I cleansed her, it just disappeared, the thing. It came and said goodbye.
Just like that?
It came and said goodbye.
So name hirang vele?
Ke motho bolo re ne robala le yana ne motshwenya o robala le yana because ntwe la ikuru ya o imisha bana ba semoya e dira mehlolo e kaofela, and it was blocking her jobs. And she's an engineer. She got a job 1 month 2 weeks later. After cleansing her, she got a job as an engineer in the mine go Wheatbank.
Wow. No sihlari.
Nothing. You know, mofadi washo, she kept on using the washo le dialogue mo feeling yona. But that thing came and Valelisa yona Friday ke motlapisteng ka June, and then she keep on coming back. She's like, I don't have excuses. Ya o khantsha cause ke bereka ke grille mmereko. She was ready to pack everything in a double cab and leave and go back to Northwest. So yeah, she got a job, and she's the one always reminding me. I was cleansing her 2 Saturdays back. Yeah, I was cleansing her, and she always wanted a waterfall, but waterfall e nagi berekisang is apply wa ka pula, so she came at the right time this time.
Okay.
September she was here too to cleanse.
But have you cleansed men?
I do cleanse lots of men. I do have appointments now of 2 ladies who are gifted and men. And he come from a certain church that I can't mention because he was like, I'm not going to be partnering there because there are para bad shades. I'm like, I will do what you want. The main thing is for you to get cleansed. You can just bring coins and maybe some fruits to offer to the water. Yes, to open your luck.
What do you think of these churches? What is your opinion on them?
I have went to lots of churches, and I find myself near pastors. And I remember in one of the churches, I was growling like a lion. I was dancing like an angel. And to later find out because when we find out, it was like some pastor from Nigeria. Facebook. They don't even know each other.
Yeah.
Or flew all the way bakopane Facebook so when it comes to churches, I tried also I remember this other lady, she see non-stop voice bar murutua swane to pela ya di overseer sa fejilena ne ile ka mara plus side ya di camel drift ka malolo na re ja fa se pleke ngwe le ngwe re fitla ra phalasa re ne re ja di tie kwale ne re ja ding kwa le ra phalaza kore a re sa tshepa selo. When it comes to churches, I don't trust anything. Nna ke tlo bula ya ka ena batho ba tlo apara diaparo ka mokgwa ba nyakang motho lahlela ranta o reng. I don't think I will be rich by a church, because when we look at churches re bona batho ba lo ba dira business nna ba dimpa ka ba ntlhokomela. So I will not open a church ke re ke tlo ba rich le motho a lahlela ranta ka ba lo ro lahletse ka rona le dikereke tse bo lo ba o lahlela di ranta ba biwa one side di 5 rand one side di 100 rand one side wa swipe wa modimo a nthushe kerekeng ya ko ska tswa o swipe must I not become greedy, because the things that we are seeing at churches, people want to be rich. Nah, I just want to heal people.
I heard that the other day, but at these churches, many of them, they are under this Miss King. Do you remember, Riga? The Messenias or King? This Satanism.
Yeah, most of them, they've joined things. If you look at them, they wear certain rings, they wear certain things. So now I'm healing. I take off my beads. There are times where they like, oh, put this kind of beads. Sometimes it's on the crystal stones like empty, and my necks are empty. And they wear certain things that give them powers, and they talk bad about sangomas and everything, but they go there
many of us, when you speak of sangomas or gifted people, we struggle to connect with the ancestors, especially when it comes to dreams, because of certain dreams they are very vague. You can't tell what it is. It means this, it means that. How do I connect with my ancestors without using the card?
When you want to connect with your ancestors, one of the most important things is naive. Wherever you are, I believe your ancestors see you.
Yeah.
Even if you are a gift, but yes, they go to certain places to evoke them. But I go to certain places to a certain place or a certain prayer for to wake up, or a certain cave to wake up. So the normal thing is naive, and you can boil in pepper. I don't take in pepper as a very hectic herb. You know, it's moringa as a natural herb, the parsley, the cinnamon. So you can boil in pepper and drink it. It opens dreams like crazy. You will be able to connect with your guides and your ancestors. Because most of the food that we eat, they're poisoned. So we are not like our great grandmothers. They ate organic things. So their dreams were very vivid, and everything. Abengaka usna motho mo rutileng ka ditoro o kono tseba re today huta mangmang wa tswa sia busha o ile o tla le ngwana o mosoba sokola ka engeng le ditlharo ba setsa diputile o bana sa tsore ano emela batho ba le batsene ba tswe kona kono bona re ya gift e ke nnete. But now people don't really dream that much because of the food that we eat. Everything is just junk, everything is just poisoned.